The story just keeps on unraveling. But first, how did we get here? Where did the investigation into the medical examiner's office begin, and who is involved?
It should not have had taken the fact that it was a policeman's wife to have gotten that kind of scrutiny.
Scrutiny that came from a CCPD detective assigned to investigate a husband who had just lost his wife, the wife of a fellow officer. Just one of several autopsies performed by Deputy Chief Medical Examiner Sandra Leiden. On January 31st, Chris 6 News obtained a list of other autopsies performed by Leiden, and we've been digging into that list. Among the people autopsied, 2 of those are alleged homicides in B and Hidalgo counties. On January 6th, B County Sheriff's deputies and state troopers found Juanita Saldivar dead in her home in the Blueberry Hills subdivision. Detectives saying she was murdered. Her son, 35-year-old Joe Gabriel Perez, was arrested for the crime. The investigation into Saldivar's death is ongoing. And nearly 160 miles away on December 7th, the body of 47-year-old Yvonne Salas was found inside a trailer in Hidalgo County. Police interviewing her boyfriend, who was the last person to see her alive. Marks found on his body, blood-stained clothing, and other evidence led to his arrest. When Chris 6 News spoke with both the Hidalgo County District Attorney's Office and Edinburgh Police Department, neither were initially aware of the investigation into Leiden.
The more questions that are raised about governmental institutions, the more difficult it is for prosecutors to get convictions.
Local criminal defense attorney Eric Perkins says problems could arise in a case where the cause of death isn't clear, but
if you have cases where the cause of death is very obvious, then whether or not the physician is necessarily licensed and is an expert in what they did may not affect the outcome of that case.
With or without a case, some families are still waiting for answers or questioning the credibility of the ME's office.
To find out, after all is said and done, after those months and months of waiting for the medical examiner's report, that you probably can't rely on the report that they gave you, closure isn't closure anymore.
For 6 Investigates, I'm Taylor Alanis.